how do you see the kind of dialogues that we need to have to make sure on one hand you can still focus on cost saving, obviously, or cost effectiveness, but on the other hand, and more interestingly, growth ambition. Like, what kind of conversation do you foresee it needs to happen to make sure these two are, working line in line?
So again, not necessarily rocket science for finance in terms of the mechanism. So we're used to being the driver of performance management conversations at the very top of the company and cascaded all the way down, whether that's weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually, depending on what kind of business you are. And how do we do that? We have the cycle of planning, forecasting, and actual reporting, and we use that data to generate insights, and then we agree interventions with the business to get us back on track or to improve the performance. So that stuff's clear. Now, a lot of boards, our board members, are already getting sustainability targets next to the financial targets. That's becoming more and more common. So if you've got that at board level or at senior management level, then you obviously have to cascade that. And in the way you're driving financial performance, you're also driving then sustainability performance. And where it gets challenging, of course, is that sometimes those things conflict with each other. If you want to save costs, sometimes that means a sustainability initiative is more challenging. But at the same time, what sometimes surfaces, and you and I have talked about this before, is that some sustainability initiatives are actually cost-saving initiatives at the same time, whether that's energy efficiency or being smarter with water use or smarter with packaging or, whatever the thing might be. So by making sure that the dashboards, that the metrics that are used within the organization to drive the financial performance also have these sustainability metrics, then it becomes more transparent. Okay, which initiatives are possibly then hitting all the targets? Of course, those are the ones you're going to do first. And then you look at the next year where there's maybe more dilemma thinking to be done. But for me, what's really core is that for FP&A professionals, that they are getting after the non-financial metrics together with the financial metrics. And you want to do that, I keep saying it, but you want to do that internally before you start disclosing things externally, because why put your dirty washing in public before you've at least understood it, or preferably even had the chance to make some improvements before you have to disclose things.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think that's really crucial because, you're right. I think a lot of the cases, the sustainability driven initiative has clear positive business case, right?
Yeah.
But people probably are a bit biased sometimes. And I think this is where the finance team, to your point around the FP&A team especially, has quite a big role to play, because that's where you guys can drive the conversation and the understanding about the business case and the value